soon destroyed by Europe's philosophical trends and political systems, still held a benevolence that would be incredible to the men of today, i.e., a smiling, confident goodwill of man to man and of man to life. It has been said and written by many commentators that the atmosphere of the Western world before World War I is incommunicable to those who have not lived in that period. I used to wonder how men could say it, know it, yet give it up, until I observed more closely the men of my own and the preceding generations. They had given it up, and along with it, they had given up everything that makes life worth living: conviction, purpose, values, future. They were drained, embittered hulks whimpering occasionally about the hopelessness of life. Whatever spiritual treason they had committed, they could not accept the cultural sewer of the present. They could not forget that they had once seen a higher, nobler possibility. Unable or unwilling to grasp what had destroyed it, they kept cursing the world, or kept calling men to return to meaningless dogmas such as religion and tradition, or kept silent. Unable to stifle their vision or to fight for it, they took the easy way out. They renounced valuing. To fight in this context means to think. Today, I wonder at how stubbornly men cling to their vices and how easily they give up whatever they regard as the good. Renunciation is not one of my premises. If I see that the good is possible to men, yet it vanishes, I do not take "such is the trend of the world" as a sufficient explanation. I ask such questions as, why? What caused it? What or who determines the trends of the world? The answer is philosophy. The course of mankind's progress is not a straight, automatic line, but a tortuous struggle, with long detours or relapses into the stagnant night of the irrational. Mankind moves forward by the grace of those human bridges who are able to grasp and transmit across years or centuries the achievements men had reached, and to carry them further. Thomas Aquinas is one illustrious example. He was the bridge between Aristotle and the Renaissance, spanning the infamous detour of the Dark and Middle Ages. Speaking only of the pattern, with no presumptuous comparison of stature intended, I am a bridge of that kind, between the aesthetic achievements of the 19th century and the minds that choose to discover them, wherever and whenever such minds might exist. It is impossible for the young people of today to grasp the reality of man's higher potential and what scale of achievement it had reached in a rational or semi-rational culture. But I have seen it. I know that it was real, that it existed, that it is possible. It is that knowledge that I want to hold up to the sight of men, over the brief span of less than a century, before the barbarian curtain descends altogether, if it does, and the last memory of man's greatness vanishes in another dark ages. I made it my task to learn what made Romanticism, the greatest achievement in art history, possible and what destroyed it. I learned, as in other similar cases involving philosophy, that Romanticism was defeated by its own spokesman, that even in its own time it had never been properly recognized or identified. It is Romanticism's identity that I want to transmit to the future. As for the present, I am not willing to surrender the world to the jerky contortions of self-inducedly brainless bodies with empty eye sockets who perform in stinking basements the immemorial rituals of staving off terror, which are a dime a dozen in any jungle, and to the quavering witch doctors who call it art. Our day has no art and no future. The future in the context of progress is a door open only to those who do not renounce their conceptual faculty. It is not open to mystics, hippies, drug addicts, tribal ritualists,
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.